In early June, one of the workers at our house pointed out a small black clump of misery at the foot of one of the pine trees by the house. It was a baby crow that had fallen from its nest. Quite probably it had simply been blown out of the nest by the fierce and cold storm which had been raging for weeks. The little one had scarcely grown feathers. The primaries were barely an inch long, the tail feathers non-existent, and between the legs protruded a big, round, bald pink belly. It was unable to stand on its legs, and it had no voice. Its expression was one of utter baby misery. So we decided to try to help it despite intense efforts of the parents to discourage us from being near it. Initially we tried to feed it yogurt. When that did not work, we used cheese. We also fed it water because it looked quite dehydrated. The water was initially taken eagerly. But then we developed a more efficient approach of sustaining it. We soaked dog food pellets in water, those he really liked. And because this all happened with the accompaniment of fierce protests by the parents, we had ample opportunity to learn to distinguish the voices of the two parents. One is caw crow because its accusations sound like caw, caw, caw. And the other is quirr crow for analogous reasons. This distinction of their alarm calls is constant, even though they use quite a few more subtly differentiated utterances. Here is quirr crow in a particularly enraged state, and caw crow can be heard in the background, but is not in the picture. I wonder, of course, whether this difference in voice is related to the difference in the sexes, and whether other crow couples sound similarly different. After a night's sleep in the morning, our hungry baby could easily polish off 8 water-soaked dog food pellets. Later, during the approximately hourly feedings, it would take 4 or 5. With this kind of care, the looks of our little one started to improve. The feathers grew, it gained strength, and was able to move around the tree trunk and out of the wind, and it developed a voice and was able to express its desire for getting fed. Despite Chris's apprehension to the contrary, Fritz, our dear Griffin dog, treated the crow baby from the beginning with curiousness, but politely and considerately. And this despite the fact that he allegedly is a bird dog, at least according to some hints of its previous owner. And pretty soon Fritz took to defending all 3 of us against the attacks of the baby's parents. And this is how it went on for about a week. Thank heaven these crows did neither bombard me with excrement, nor did they bloody my bald head with their beaks, as the crows at the university did previously. These hairs only struck my bum, which is, in all honesty, well padded. And so the little one was on a course of steady progress. And Fritz developed an increasingly paternalistic and caring relation with it.